Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Yeah, David Dobrik. I've never been the one for prank videos, me. I don't know, I entered this world like that, and I'll most likely leave this world like that. However, it's surfaced that the people this guy was supposedly pranking are not happy, and they have every reason to be. This guy treats people so bad, I wouldn't even treat an ant like that. One prank in particular with a guy named Seth. He thought and obviously gave his consent to kiss a female, aka Karina. Anyway, did he end up kissing Karina? No. Turns out, bloody Jason. Jason! Cheeky Heavy Rain reference there. I love to see it. Jason had the mask on and Seth ended up kissing him instead, which he never consented to. Interesting. Now that is key information. This is the said video that David Dobrik posted.
Corinna! Oh my God! Seth! Jason! Oh my God! Disgusting! It's Daddy!
Mate, that tongue action is incredible. Talk about a washing machine. Oh, add some fairy liquid and that's a party. Seth took this well at the time, but recently appeared on H3H3's podcast. You know what? I feel so peak for this guy. I love how David Dobrik is never in the center of his pranks. Something is a little bit off here, but what Seth has to say in this podcast is going to blow you into next year. I am shook right now.
Okay, David's like asking for something that seems pretty serious. He must really need me there. We just have this scene, you know, like I want you to like make out with Corinna. And after Jason pulls off his mask and I realized that, you know, I just was touched by someone that, you know, I did not, you know, consent to. I decided to kind of move out the state and move to Atlanta because when I was in LA, after kind of dealing with that video with Jason, like the makeout video, you know, it's like now millions of billions of people kind of are misconstruing like my own sexuality and how I feel about participating in something that, you know, he didn't have my consent for. Next motive is to be like, oh, well, how much money do you want?
Yeah.
Wow. You want to keep it up. It's like, I don't want the money. I want respect.
This is what baffles me. How can you put a supposed friend in a situation like that then? The guy did an absolute solid for David, appearing in his content for free and absolutely getting clotheslined in front of 10 million people. I say clothesline because this guy did not consent. Like, what? Just because someone is popular does not make them a good person. I don't know, Ellen or David, guys. They both produce the same vibes of shit in the mouth. I don't get the point. I don't know how you could make someone feel so terrible about themselves for a payday. Never understood it, me. No. You're willing to become an absolute dick on the forehead over respect for your own mate. Then before you know it, you'll forget what respect is and how you actually treat normal people. It is a black hole, is all I'm saying. Then to think of all them little 12-year-olds loving his videos, feeding off that energy. It just ain't right. No.
It is so incredibly tough as a man to have to say that you were sexually assaulted by a man. The amount of trauma that you deal with, you don't even want to explain it to like your family and your friends and your, because even my own family was like looking at me like, oh yeah, you probably just said that was okay, you know, like there's no way someone
people don't believe you.
God, I just want to give him a hug. I do. So toxic, man. He seems like a decent guy. I just don't see like how you could traumatize someone for a prank. I can't with my eyes. A prank is supposed to be funny. How is this funny? How is this funny then? A lot of people have actually come out about David Dobrik though, and they all seem to align with the stars at this point. Big Nick being another, and Trisha Paytas. So then you start to think maybe this guy's an absolute queef then. But it takes another turn. Because after David knowing how much it affected Seth from the previous prank, he fucking does it again.
Basically, you guys had this, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys had this brief conversation about it. And then how long passed before this commercial took place?
It was about like 2 months.
You had no suspicion.
No suspicion at all. Like the emails were official. Like I made a website, and this is awesome. Like I'm super excited about it. I'm calling my family. Like, hey, like I'm about to be in a commercial. Like this is painful. Good. We call like my family, be like, no, I just basically got sexually assaulted again.
This is so weird, man. He sets it up to look like a commercial so Seth wouldn't suspect a thing. Surely that's how you don't treat your own friends, right? So Seth explains that there was people in gorilla suits as part of this commercial. And then this happens.
And so Jason came out as one of the gorillas and then started making out with you again.
Yeah.
What was the direction like? Was there like a director saying like make out with him?
Yeah, you can hear it in the
there's
video.
a director, there was a gaffer, there was a DP, there was a whole crew. At that point, I was just so ridiculously shocked. Like I was literally in shock. I was just like, how the fuck did this just happen?
What I don't understand is how you gonna put this man through it again? How can you be so oblivious to one's feelings? Is the sky blue or is it purple, David? What was he thinking? What people would do for content is unbelievable. How did his moral standpoint not kick in here? It is clear he doesn't have one. I'm just gonna propose something here. Why don't you do it then, David? Why don't you go around kissing Jason then? Because you don't want to. Fuck this, man. This guy is such a waste of time. It is ridiculous. The worst part is Seth expressed himself to David multiple times, take these videos down. And what was David's response? No. Oh, what a surprise. Once a dick on the forehead, always a dick on the forehead. David doesn't seem to have an ounce of sympathy or empathy towards others. There is nothing entertaining seeing people being used like this at all. The lowest of the low, mate. Just using people as pawns for personal gain. Get in the bin then. Now that's what we don't need in this world, thank you. But yet again, Seth finds himself in yet another struggle as David wasn't even gonna pay him for this supposed commercial.
You didn't get paid at all for those prank videos, right?
No. I want to clear on the second video, because he did set it up like as a commercial. But
only after you asked him, like, dude, you got to pay.
Only after I told him, like, seriously, like, bro, like, I don't know if I could pay my rent this month because I was relying on one situation to basically help me move into a new place, which is literally what
my God.
Was. And then he was arguing with me about giving me the money. And he was
So
like,
wait. Were you offered money by the advertising, the fake Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
yeah. I was offered money.
That is, it's just like, it keeps
shit.
getting worse and worse.
I feel like I'm in another dimension right now. The emotions I've gone through in this video. Why? How selfish do you want to be then? David Dobrik has officially topped the charts on that one. Bruh, in what actual world, knowing that your friend is struggling for money, clearly, and you're sat on a bulk of money, being a fucking gobjob? Worst part is the fact Seth never even received a dime for the first video. There's more to life than money, David. It's not worth being a is it? I'm disgusted by this supposed human being. I say supposed because as a human myself, I don't claim him as one of ours. That's embarrassing. It's clearly a dimensional glitch, is all I'm saying. What fame does to people, It's honestly not even worth it. Why would you want to be like that? I think I'll pass. We can close this chapter then. What a weirdo no one asked for. Oh, and yeah, he's just bought $1 million mansion. Hundreds of rooms he's never going to use. For what? Parring and treating your friends like shit? I hope the mansion was worth it, though. The connection you have with friends, you cannot buy. And the fact David is so oblivious and flopped so hard on his face here and still hasn't yet said anything about this situation. Oh, hi, guys. I'm not even expecting to record today, but there has been more that is coming out. Oh yeah, by the way, David has still not responded. I don't know what I expected, to be honest, but here is some footage that I found of David actually talking about this incident.
It was so perfect, and I feel so bad, and it's awful because poor guy had to go through that. and his friends are probably going to chew him out for that for the next, like, 3-5 years of his life.
Oh, felt bad, did you? But you're laughing there, mate. Did you forget that your mouth was open? Mouth breathing again, are we? Is that the wind, or is David talking again? Not gonna lie, these group of people just seem really bitchy. These guys don't even seem like they're friends at all. All for show, and I ain't got time for that. But it's funny though that David still hasn't said anything about this. But his mate Scott, some geezer, I ain't got no idea who this is, could have been birthed through a tree for all I know. Well, he chimes in and makes a response for David. Because David, as you all know, is hiding in the caves right now. What an absolute joke! I don't know, it's not very hard, is it? Just turn on the camera and apologise for treating these people like you've got your hand up their anus. But anyway, Scott's out here trying to debunk that Seth did actually give his consent for the second video. Obviously ignoring everything from the first video, of course.
Then after the prank was finished, David asked him.
After that, I had an idea to pull the prank on him again, so I thought it would be fun to blatantly ask him for consent.
Do I have permission to try to prank you again and get you to make out with Jason?
I'm very confused by that, because how the hell could you be so confident to tell me that I have to consent to something that I'm not gonna know that I'm gonna do?
I don't know about you, but I didn't hear anything that Seth actually consented. More like questioning, Wagwan. Plus, it's a prank. You don't know when it's gonna happen. Everything about this makes me want to tear gas my eyes. It's embarrassing that grown adults are on this sort of thing. And just the fact that David can't even hold his hands up and just say sorry. Literally, what the fuck is that? Also, just want to mention, just because it's labelled as a prank doesn't mean human rights go out the window. You don't get to treat people like shit just because it's a prank, bro. I don't think so. That's not it though, is it? No. How about you just don't next time, yeah? It's easily avoidable. Didn't even need to happen. I bet you just sat there thanking your lucky stars that it was Jason that kissed this guy. Oh, because if it was a chick, oh God, World War III, mate. So just think what you're doing, yeah? Think what you're doing before you do it, okay? Thank you. Anyway, guys, like you enjoy watching this video, please take care. I'll see you in the next one. In a bit.